Hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining me. So this is my very first one of my winter eyeshadow series. So this is going to be a 12-part eyeshadow series. It's actually a makeup series is what I'm calling it, not eyeshadow necessarily, just because I am going to be showing lips with it as well. So today I'm going to show you this combination over here. And then I'm also going to put some lips on with you. So we're going to teach you how to do this over here, and it's called Cocoa Mocha. So this is number 1, and it is called Cocoa Mocha. These are the colors that I'm going to use today. We have Hot Fudge, Hazelnut, Burnished Bronze, and then Rose Gold. Those are the 4 colors, and then that is the finished product of what we're going to create. I also have on brown eyeliner, so I hope you're excited about this. If you have never been here before, make sure you subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I am doing a giveaway. And like I said, this is a 12-part series, so this is only part 1 of 12 parts. So make sure you come back so you can see more combinations and more looks and more demos and tutorials. So we can go ahead and we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on eye primer. So this is the eye primer. It's only $12, and it is going to make a really big difference when you are applying your eyeshadow. You just need a teeny tiny amount and just apply it right all over your eyelid, and then just give it a second to dry. It makes a really big difference though. The eyeshadow is so much more pigmented if you're using a primer with it. Okay, and while I let that sit for a second and kind of dry, I'm going to apply my lipstick. So the lipstick I'm going to use today this is called Naturally Buff. It's one of my favorites. You can see it's nice and sculpted. This is a semi-matte, so it's a nice nude neutral semi-matte. Okay, so you can see here how nice and neutral it is. So it's really great if you don't like necessarily a super bright color, which I really like with this Cocoa Mocha because it's just kind of nice and natural, nice and like nude. It all just blends together very nicely. So I'm actually going to add a lip gloss over the top though. So the lip gloss I'm going to add is Tawny Nude, and I'm going to put that right over the top of this Naturally Buff. So it's just going to add a little bit more color, and then it's also just a little bit more hydrating, a little bit glossy. And now I'm going to move on. So that was Naturally Buff and Tawny Nude for the lips. Now let's go ahead and we're going to get started with the eyes. So first thing I'm going to do is, again, these are the 4 eyeshadow colors. We have Rose Gold, Burnished Bronze, Hazelnut, and Hot Fudge. You can check down below. I will also put all of the things that I'm using today down below. So I'm going to start with, hang on, I actually want to make sure that this is cleaned off a little bit since I just used it on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to start with Hazelnut. So Hazelnut is a really, really awesome blending color. Okay, so I'm putting this right in my crease line, and then I'm just going to windshield wiper back and forth. So this is like I said, a really great blending color. It's also going to be it's great for transitions. So just to kind of make your eyeshadow all blend together seamlessly without it looking like you have dark and then you have light. I love Hazelnut. It's one of those colors that's just, it's really, really easy to use. So especially if you're new to eyeshadow, Hazelnut's a really great eyeshadow to get started with. It's just light, it's matte. Okay, so I'm just putting this right in the crease line right now, and I'm just windshield wipering back and forth. And do a little circles. Okay, so that's my first step. So you can see it's just kind of like a little bit of brown. There's just a little bit kind of in that crease line to distinguish exactly where that crease line is. All right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my crease brush, and I'm going to pick up the Hot Fudge. So this is the dark matte color. Okay, and I'm going to apply this right along my lash line. And then I'm also going to apply it kind of in like a little bit of a corner, like a V corner out here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush again, and I'm just going to blend this out. So little tiny circles and little windshield wiper motions back and forth. And then just little circles all over. So anytime you're ever doing your eyeshadow, you can always blend more than you think is necessary, because I find a lot of times that's when it's the most blended, is like right after you're like, I might be over blending this, and then blend a little bit more and then it's perfect. Because we would rather no harsh lines. So hopefully throughout this winter eyeshadow series or winter makeup series, hopefully you're able to learn some new tips and some new tricks, some new techniques, some new things to be able to try out, with your makeup, some new color combinations. So hopefully you are going to enjoy this as much as I am. Okay, so right now, all I have over here is matte colors, and that's it. So I have the Hazelnut and I have the Hot Fudge. Now I'm gonna add in a little bit of shimmer, so you can see over here how nice and shimmery it is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my blending brush, I'm gonna pick up Burnished Bronze, just one of my favorite colors, and I'm just going to apply this right in that crease line above or on top of the Hot Fudge and the Hazelnut. Okay, and then I'm going to take my all over eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pick up the Rose Gold, so this is going to be my lightest color, and I'm going to put it right on my eyelid. I love rose gold. It is exactly what it sounds like. It does look very nice and rosy gold in person too. So just like that. And then last thing I'm going to do with the eyeshadow is I'm just going to take a little bit of the Hot Fudge right underneath my eye with the smudge brush. I'm just going to go about 1/4 of the way in. Darken it up a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyeliner, and I'm only going to go about 3/4 of the way in with this eyeliner. So I'm starting in the outside first, and then working my way in. Tiny little dashes are going to be a lot easier, so if you need to hold it still, you can. And right there is kind of where I'm stopping, right there. So the reason I'm doing that today is just because I think it can make a really big difference. It can make your eyes look a little bit bigger without closing them all the way in. And you can tell without the mascara on, you might be able to see where I kind of stopped, but with the mascara on, you can't really see. So I think it makes your eye just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do little dots right over that line to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I have a little smudge here. So what I'm going to do first is, let's see if we can just wipe it right off. Nope. All right, so I'm going to take my little cotton round here, and I'm just going to wipe this off real quick, and then I'm just going to blend it out. So I'm just using, this is actually a limited edition right now. You can get this with, let me show you this cute little guy, a little mini sponge. You can get those off my website right now, but they will not be there forever. So it's limited edition for the holiday season. Okay, so now that I have that eyeliner on over here, I am going to take my mascara. I'm using Lash Fanaroma today. I'm going to do 2 coats of mascara. So we'll do the first coat will kind of give you just a nice natural look. The second one's going to give you a little bit more volume. So, and this is actually only 1 coat over here. So I'll add the second coat on the side so you can actually see what this first coat and the second coat will look like. So I would love to know down below if you would wear this combination. I think this combination would be really great if you're one of those people who doesn't really like to go too far outside your comfort zone. You like the browns and the neutrals. Maybe you love matte eyeshadows too, and shimmer is even outside of your comfort zone. This is a really pretty combination to even try a little shimmer out. I love these 4 eyeshadow colors. They're easy to blend, and I think that you can't really go wrong. They look really pretty on every skin tone. So there we go. Okay, now I have 1 coat on each eye. I'm going to add a little bit underneath. Okay, now I'm going to do a second coat on this eye so you can see what it would look like. And again, this is Lash Fanaroma. It is not waterproof mascara, but it is water resistant mascara. So it's not, you can't like go out in the rain, but if you shed a tear or 2, you should be okay. Okay, so there you can really see, I think, the difference between 2 coats and only 1 coat. So this is, again, the Lash Fanaroma Mascara. And just to recap real quick on what we covered for the part 1 of the winter makeup series is I put on my eyes the Cocoa Mocha combination. So those 4 eyeshadow colors I have put in a little, this is a petite palette. And then the 4 eyeshadow colors were Hot Fudge, Hazelnut, Burnished Bronze, and Rose Gold. Again, you can check down below, and I'll put those, the names down below, and I'll also put my link down below so you can shop my link. And then also I used on my lips, I used a lipstick and a lip gloss. So the lipstick that I used today is Naturally Buff, and that's what it looks like. And then my lips gloss is Tawny Nude, and that's what I put over the top. So tell me down below if you'd wear this combination, and make sure you tune back in right here on this YouTube channel for the rest of these winter makeup series. So again, shop down below, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you back here for part number 2 in just a couple more days. Bye, you guys.